Evelyn, come here. Can I ask you a question? What team do you play for?
Well, I'm a peach.
I was just wondering why you would throw home when we had a 2-run lead. You let the tying run on second base, and we lost the lead because of you. Next time, try using your head. That's that lump 3 feet above your butt. Are you crying?
No.
There's no crying in baseball. Roger me was my manager, and he called me a talking, walking pile of pig slop. And that was the game my Uncle Chris drove up from New Jersey to watch me play the game. And did I cry? No.
I didn't know. No.
There's no crying. There's just no crying. There's no crying in baseball. There's only Record Journal Athletes of the Week.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may happen to be tuning in. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record Journal, and welcome to the Week 6 edition of Record Journal Spring Athletes of the Week. And what a week it was. And Aaron, like I just told you, this is our last contest of the year, of the season, and it was very, very difficult just to settle on 6. You know, we could have picked 60. I exaggerate as I always do, but truly, we could have picked a dozen, 2 dozen. We had such a fantastic week as the spring regular season reached its conclusion, and we get rolling with the postseason meets and games and tournaments, etc., etc. And it's a perfect week, actually, for our winners, who we had from week 5 and our new slate of candidates, because it really was a bridge between the regular season and the postseason. Our winners from Cheshire, as you saw from the opening montage there, Mr. A.J. DePaulo of Cheshire Golf. I'll tell you, A.J., I can't stress this enough. He and his teammates, man, they all shoot under 40. Looking forward to seeing what Coach Danley's team does in the postseason. A.J., congratulations to you for being our boys winner and our girls winner, Miss Maddie Lavalle from Maloney, and that is certainly appropriate because yesterday in the CCC tournament quarterfinals up in Glastonbury, Maddie Lavalle and her team, what a win, 8-7. Glastonbury in 11 innings. Crazy game. Maloney would take the lead. Glastonbury come back. And this happened in extra innings too. Maddie Lavalle, the big 3-run homer. What a season she's having. And, you know, hey, Aaron, pretty soon we'll be picking our athletes of the year. And there's no question Maddie Lavalle is going to be in the running for softball player of the year. For now, Miss Lavalle, you were the winner of the Week 5 Record Journal Athletes of the Week contest. Congratulations to you. All right, our final slate. We got 3 boys, 3 girls, and Aaron, again, I tell you, bro, could pick 12 boys, 12 girls. There's only so much time, so much room, so many photographs. We're going to start with the girls. Cheshire Girls Tennis, let's get over there. They made the SCC tournament. They did lose to North Haven in the quarterfinals, but here's the deal right here. See this young lady, Alex Orleans? She's only a freshman, and she didn't lose a match this year, not included against North Haven in the SCC tournament. Alex Orleans, remember the name, makes you think of New Orleans. She's a classic, only a freshman. Alex Orleans, girls nominee number 1 here in week 6, undefeated as a freshman. Girls candidate number 2, Aaron, another good pick. This girl's on her way out the door though. She's a senior, but she's been playing since she's been a freshman. From Lyman Hall High School, from the softball team, Miss Emily Chase. Let's cut to the chase on Miss Chase. Leadoff hitter batted at .439. Tremendous glove in the field. Just a phenom on the base pass. 17 stolen bases. And she batted .439 at the top of that Lyman Hall order. On base percentage over 500. And while the all SEC teams aren't going to be named until Wednesday and Thursday night, I do know that Miss Chase is all SEC first team. And what that means, Aaron, as you know, she also made it in cross country. So, 2 sports, first team all conference, Emily Chase in cross country here in softball. Congratulations, young lady. You've had a fine career. You are girls nominee number 2 in week 6. 3rd and final nominee from softball. Here's a team I expect us to be covering deep into the postseason. From Southington, Miss Sam Sullivan. And Aaron, you remember Sam because you took this killer photo of her at practice a couple weeks back. Sam Sullivan, just a beautiful left-handed swing. Everything, the wrist turning over, so beautiful, nice level swing. The weight transferring on her hips. It was like sculpture, man. You got it. Talk about a photograph. And Sam's actually a right-hander. She's a pitcher and an outfielder. She bats lefty, like all good hitters do. And we picked Sam. The Lady Knights are simply loaded. They are solid 1 through 9. And not only, we mentioned Sam pitches, she's one of 3 pitchers. Actually, they have 4 on that staff, but one of 3 that Coach Davina Hernandez uses regularly. She kind of goes by committee, and I like the approach. She starts with Sam and then usually brings in Stella Blanchard and Maddie Furness, who has the best name for a pitcher, Maddie Furness, bringing the heat. But we're going with Sam Sullivan. She's a senior. She hits the heck out of the ball as a number 3 hitter. She's a good pitcher. They just wrapped up the regular season, combined no-hitter against Hall. They're playing in the CCC semifinals today against Bristol Central, which is where Aaron's going. As soon as we're done shooting this, you get to see Sam Sullivan all over again. And that beautiful left-handed swing, Ted Williams would say, look at that girl's swing. Piece of art. Sam Sullivan, girls nominee, number 3 here in week 6. Our boys, another good slate of boys candidates. And Aaron, I'll tell you, brother, man, I tried to mix it up with the schools as best I could because we've had so much. And we just got to point out, we're filming here on Wednesday. Yesterday we had the CCC South and the SEC Track Championships. And you're going to notice there are no selections, even though Sheehan girls won the SEC Championship again. And the Maloney girls, for the first time since 1980, won the CCC South Championship. They played on Tuesday, which was after we made our selections. But we do want to tip our cap and our glove to the Titans and the Spartans, who have had great seasons. And we'll be covering you next week in the class tournaments. But that explains why there are no one from those teams nominated this week. It just is what it is, Aaron. Right, brother? 3 boys, 3 girls. That's how it works. Okay. Who are our boys candidates? They're all from Meriden, 1 from each of the schools. Our first one, he's from Wilcox Tech. And I got to tell you, Dave Cronin's baseball team, every year, every season, year in, year out, they're there. They're one of the best teams in the CTC, and they also hold their own against the public schools. And I think that's not going to change for a while because you know what? They got some good freshmen, including this young man, Mr. Bobby Herzmann. And right off the bat, Cronin told us, this kid's going to be a player. This kid Del Vecchio is another freshman who's had a great rookie year. Going with Bobby, though, good consistent hitter. He's a good pitcher, too. I believe it was the final game of the regular season. If not the final, then the penultimate game. Herzmann, single, double, triple. Just needed a home run for the cycle. Pitched well against Bullard Havens. Bobby Herzmann, look forward to seeing you for another 3 years after this. For now, you are boys nominee number 1 in week 6. Our second nominee, hey, this guy got himself on the stage at the 11th hour. Aaron, you were at this game. Set the field, man. Platte Panthers, Brandon Cahill, undefeated 9-0 against the Maloney Spartans, and Mr. Ryan Colleen, and what a pitcher's duel. Man, Cahill only gave up 2 hits, and yet he lost to Ryan 1-zip because Colleen draws a walk, and the second scores on a base hit by Kyle Valentine, and that's the only run that Ryan would need through a complete game 3 hitter with 9 strikeouts. I got to tell you, I had another guy lined up ready to go for a finalist, and I had to take him off the page, man, because I'm like, how do I say no to Ryan Colleen, babe? Shutout, scores the game's only run. Ryan Colleen, what a game, brother, man. Good luck to you and the Spartans in the Class L tournament. Your boys nominee number 2. Third and final nominee, and I got to say, I'm kind of glad we're signing off on this young man because, each year is part of our Record Journal Best Of. We're going to do our awards video again this year. We pick our favorite athletes in all the sports, who we consider to be the top athletes, and we also pick an overall male and female athlete. And when it comes to the boys, this young man is staking a claim as being the best around. He is from Platte High School. He is a senior. His name is Mr. Antoine Santiago. You've heard him because, he's all-state in football. He's going there to play, to Temple to play football. But in track, what a spring the kid's having. He's multi-events. He, in the Maloney Platte meet last week, wins a shot put thrown over 47 feet, which is quite a toss. And then for the first time, he tries the long jump. She's like, yeah, I'm going to try the long jump. Man, the dude jumps 23 feet on the nose. 23 feet, and he not only won the event, because 23 feet at high school is a remarkable distance, he broke a Platte record that had stood since 1963. Aaron, that record's older than me, bro. That's how old that was. He broke it by 1 inch. That's an athlete, man. That is Antoine Santiago. Third, final nominee for the boys here in the 2021-22 school year. And on that note, Aaron, I'm going to take my leave because I'm obviously talking way too fast for the purposes of this video. Hey, we've had good voting in the spring. And again, everything's reaching its culmination here. A lot of drama always in the spring. We're going to be working on Championship Saturday, Aaron. Don't make plans. Don't go camping that weekend. We're going to be otherwise engaged. And now you folks, it's Wednesday about 6. You must be otherwise engaged. Just takes about 5 minutes or so. Go online, myrecordjournal.com/athletes. Cast a vote for the top boy, top girl. We'll bring you one more video next week because, Aaron, we're getting a lot of mileage out of my son Danny for our cold openings. It's kind of like the Brady Bunch when they brought the cute kid in on the end when they didn't know what else to do for scripts. we may have reached that stage. I don't know, or maybe you have me jump a shark tank next week. But we will have one final video with our final winners for the season. And just looking forward to the spring. You know, it's such a grind, but it's so worth it when we get here and the weather's nice and Aaron's wearing shorts and I can admire his tan and we get ready to see the kids take it down the line to the spring championships. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record Journal. I appreciate you indulging me for the past 5 minutes. Thank you always for watching, bringing you the results. Aaron, you be good, brother. You get after it. Shawnee the Kid, Krofsick, Ron Buck, Robert Gulo, all the boys out in the field for us. Thank you very much. Be good.